Hello everyone, our project is called Circa Solace. In this project, our goal was to create a brand new, low-pressure meeting space for future work. We wanted to start from the emotional challenges that people often face in group settings, like feeling nervous, being overlooked, or hesitating to speak up. Our idea was to design a space that feels softer and more supportive. Circa Solace is about creating a green, calming atmosphere and using simple, natural interactions so that everyone at the table can express themselves more easily and feel the support of the team around them. We especially hope it can help those who usually feel more pressure in meetings, like people who are more introverted or emotionally sensitive, and also support team collaborations to make the whole process smoother and more cohesive. The part I worked on is an interaction. When everyone at the meeting presses their own all-clear pressure sensor at the same time, the move forward sign pops up. This shows that the team has reached an agreement on something. It's a simple and friendly way to confirm everyone's thoughts without anyone needing to speak up. In real meetings, more introverted people might disagree but feel too awkward to say it, or they are just unsure and stay silent. Over time, the team might even avoid digging into disagreements and decision-making gets stuck. This interaction helps meeting move along more smoothly and ensures that everyone feels included. In the video here, you can see me testing the pressure sensors, writing the code, and connecting all the wires. During the process of getting this interaction to actually work, I ran into a few challenges. Even after I connected everything and set up the sensors, the interaction didn't work properly at first. So I had to carefully go back and check each part step by step. Was it a coding error, a wiring issue, or maybe something was wrong with the hardware itself? This process of debugging taught me not just how to fix code problems and wire sensors properly, but also that even something that seems so simple requires a lot of small details to come together if you want it to feel natural and smooth. During this part of the project, I was also responsible for 3D modeling and printing some of the parts. So here, I was working on the 3D model on my computer, making sure everything could fit well with the servo model's attachment points. Then I started modifying the model to create a hollow tube on the gear that was the same diameter as the wooden stick of the leaf. My idea was that the wooden stick would slot perfectly into the tube, so that when the servo motor turned, it would directly move the leaf back and forth. Here, the 3D printer was in action, printing the small parts we needed. These are the pieces for holding the leaf, so the leaf's wooden stick would slot right into this small hollow tube. So as the servo motor turned the gear, it would rotate the leaf along with it. Then we did a test with the leaf connected to the printed part, but during the testing, I realized the leaf itself was actually too heavy for the servo motor to pull back to center. It just didn't have enough power to reset the position properly, so we ended up switching to another method, adding an iron wire between the servo blade and the leaf stick to help it sway. Still, we had to adjust the position of the wire and the servo to make sure the range of motion was just right, not too much or too little and not getting stuck or unable to return. Here you can see me working on some of the handmade parts. For the leaves, the sun, and the different signs of the tabletop, we used cardboard to create the shapes we wanted and carefully cut them out one by one. I also made some small stickers to put on the pressure sensors like the all clear and that's great labels. These were simple touches, but they help users see exactly where to press and what each interaction means. Even though these are basic materials, they make the interaction clear and bring more life to the table. Before we started building the wooden table, we discussed the possible challenges with our tutor, like how to make the structure stable. We thought about adding extra supports and changing the connections. Even as we worked, we still faced small issues, like parts not fitting perfectly or the table feeling wobbly. So we kept adjusting things to make it stronger and more reliable. These simple parts took a lot of tweaking and patience, but seeing them finally come together felt really rewarding. This is the night before the exhibition. My teammate and I were working together to reset and debug our section. Even though the interactions had already been tested and were working fine, suddenly some new problems came up, so we had to carefully check everything step by step, whether it was a coding error, a loose connection, or maybe a hardware issue. It was a bit repetitive, but after going through it carefully, we finally got everything fixed and the interactions were running smoothly again. But during the process of transporting the installation to the exhibition venue, some wires accidentally broke. When we got there, I had to quickly debug, reconnect the wires, and reset everything to make sure it could still work properly in front of everyone. This is me testing the pressure sensors. This is how it looked during the exhibition. Because of the rain, unfortunately, some of the leaves got wet and damaged. If I get a chance to keep improving this move forward interaction in the future, I think adding some gentle sound feedback would really help, so that when people press it, they also hear a soft tone, giving them a clear signal to move on to the next part. Maybe some light effects could be added too, to make the sign's appearance feel more engaging and ceremonial. Right now, the sign doesn't pop up very high because our 3D printer can only make 18 cm rack gears. In the future, if we can use a bigger 3D printer or use another mechanism, I'd love to make it pop up more dramatically and really show that shared sense of moving forward. Thank you for watching. I hope this small experiment can bring more gentle and authentic ways of expression to future meetings.